You know what? It's great to be stability. Stability is the stone of any staff that you're on, and the fact that we could keep coordinators here and keep some other coaches here, and keep everything the same as far as the philosophies off the field and the message that we're sending to our kids, whether it's new kids or kids that have been here, is very important that we all speak the same language as coaches, and the fact that we're all back together is huge. And to learn Coach Silverfield's way, to learn the Memphis way last year, and to be able to clearly send that message to the players that have been here and the new players that showed up. Some showed up before spring ball, some showed up after spring ball. Welcome to modern day college football. To share that message and to send that message and to get everybody on the same page. That's what fall camp's all about.
And a guy like Joe Skates, I talked to him some weeks ago. He seems pretty conscious of this is a senior year. The sense of urgency is kind of there for him, and he's excited about being a captain. Just how have you seen his mindset kind of change going into this year?
Guys say that a lot, like it's my senior year, now's the time to go, and sometimes I don't quite understand that. They should have been going the whole time. Now, Joe has been going the whole time, you know what I mean? When Joe comes to work in the right mindset and Joe comes to work with a smile on his face, Joe is very good at what he does and sells out with what he does, okay? But to see all the guys, Joe Skates, all the guys come in, and we're our word of the year is now. And you know what I mean, you work in your senior year, it's your first year here, you transfer them somewhere else, you got 5 months to play football until hopefully a shot at your dream, But, we got to get, again, everybody on the same exact page. But to have Joe come in with a smile on his face, he has a influence on other kids on this team that he doesn't even realize he has. So it's important for him to come to work every single day and show up like he has been doing every single day.
And he's real fired up about that receiver room. He said he feels that fans don't know what's in that receiver room yet. And do you kind of share that same sentiment of just the talent that you have at that position?
I think we have some very good athletes in that room. I think we have some playmakers in that room. I think we have some guys that maybe, and I say this in the correct way, maybe weren't 100% ready to go last year, that have grown and got themselves into that position through spring ball and what I've seen so far in fall camp. But, I'm very excited about that room. But we do have a handful of guys in that room that haven't put on a Memphis uniform on a Saturday night in the fall. And until we do that, that's when we'll know exactly what we have. But I'm very excited about who they are right now. I'm very excited, more importantly, I said earlier about building the camaraderie and staff. In fall camp, and that's what I'm more excited about. That room is about the receiver room, and it's not one person in that worries about, am I getting the catch? Am I the one that's going to get targeted? They are worried about, are we as a room playing hard? Are we as a room earning the trust of myself and the quarterback, and more importantly, Coach Silverfield?
How's that gelling with those guys?
You know what? It's going well right now. I'm happy where it's at right now. Now, we just finished practice 3, you know what I mean? But I say practice 3 when you have the team that's been together since spring. It's really practice 18 plus a couple OTAs in the summertime, plus the time they have by themselves in the summertime. So I'm excited about where we are right now. We still have a bunch of practices to go, and hopefully it gets. We are 100% ready to go come September 2nd.
What's going to be different about Seth's role this season? How you approach things? Maybe some things are going to be more open.
Ball's in his hand. It's his football team. 100% is his football team. Quarterback, and I don't care what level you play. I don't care if it's high school. I don't care if it's 10U football. I don't care if it's the NFL or college football, Division I, whatever it may be. Okay, the quarterback determines who wins and loses, and it's on his shoulders. It's his football team. He's ready to take that role, and we're going to put the ball in his hands and let him do that.
What's the place that you think he can improve the most going into this season?
He just has to, and this is something I've said to him since the day I met him, one play at a time for the rest of his life. That's what it's all about. That's all he has to do. He just has to play the next play. Play before good, play before bad, play before touchdown, play before interception. None of that matters. Where are we at right now in life? That's all that matters right now. Where are we at right now in life? Play that next snap and play that. I say it all the time to my team. It's very, very hard to play the perfect game. It ain't hard to play the next play perfectly. That's all we got to do. That's all he has to do.
For the second straight year for you, that running back room is another room of crowded, talented running backs, looking to get some carries. How do you manage that part of the running back room?
That battle's going on right now. Coach Doc does an unbelievable job in that room, and that is a strong competition battle. And there isn't one kid in that room in the top 5, the guys that have played for us and played other places and come in. There isn't one guy in that room that's backing down from that battle, and every one of the guys in that room is getting better because of that. And that's the important thing. Once you add players that can add competition, and there's not a guy sitting in this offense that is sitting there saying, all right, I'm starting. on September 2nd, we become better every single day because guys come to work. What pushes you, what motivates you is competition and guys that are willing and able to take your spot. And that's when we come out and make the best of ourselves.
Coach, Toski Dove, one of the new faces at receiver, just since he's been here through spring and now, what have you seen from him and how excited are you?
Well, it's been a unique story with him because he wasn't able to go through spring. He's going right now, and he's a playmaker. He's a big, long body receiver that causes some problems for defenders. They got to make a decision what they want to do, if they want to put a single coverage on him or if they want to put two guys over top of his head. And when that happens, then the box comes cleared up. You know, everybody wants to talk about the run game. The run game gets cleared up when the pass game is good. The run game gets cleared up when the pass game is a threat. And when you got tall, big receivers like that and playmakers like that in the receiver room, then the box has to clear out. And that's when things become easier for us in the run game.
I think I've asked you this before, but having tall, big receivers, and then you've got guys like Skates and Blankenship with the speed, having that mix, how does that help make your job easier?
When you can put the ball in a playmaker's hand and throw a little screen pass to him and have him break 3 or 4 tackles and outrun 2 other guys for a touchdown, all of a sudden that becomes a great call by me. You know what I mean? Makes your life easier. So it's good to have playmakers around Seth, and I think that's helping Seth out. We put some playmakers around him, and we'll see on Saturdays in the fall how they do when the lights go on and the heat turns up in the kitchen. As a coach, I used to coach for, used to say, man, but you know, to put guys like that around Seth can distribute the ball to guys, and Seth can get the guys in the right spot, and Seth can put the ball in the right spot and let his playmakers be playmakers, and that's what it's all about. We're trying to get our top players in open space.